this is Hold the Mine. It is currently in playtest on Steam right now. Unknown release date to be announced, but it says, explore and defend your mine against waves of monsters in this innovative roguelike survival game. Collect and manage your resources, discover buildings with unique effects, and unleash mighty heroes to hold monsters out of the mine until the sun rises. So I've done a couple runs before this recording, because it's kind of just a fun game. And I have yet to actually win, because it's relatively tough, I think. I mean, it's not just like you can mindlessly go through and win. So, basically, every night monsters attack, there's a countdown. Once that countdown runs out, sun comes up, and they all die. You need to just survive that long. At the 10th night, we would win, but the playtest only has until 7 nights. So every night, or not every night, every day, we go into the mine, and we get all of our resources. We go and find stuff to make buildings, we find heroes, and we have to then use that to survive the nights. So here we are in the mines, a nice little top-down 2D mining. You don't have to actually worry about making like staircases, you just mine whatever space you want. And you can't just do like a few spots and then select it. You have to select all of your mines at once. And then you select and say, hey, I want to mine. Also, that was pretty good, just because I think every time I've done it before, if you go all the way down, you end up running into it. So we got a cage. Break it to release a new hero to help us in the mine. So we get a knight or an alchemist. The knight pushes the target back, so it has some pushback, and number of consecutive attacks. So I think that means that after some number of attacks, it has an effect that it can do, or it just attacks some number of times each time it attacks. I'm not 100% certain, but I quite like ranged, so we're going to do the alchemist, who has a way to slow the target movement speed, can poison them, and then also has that same tally effect. Now for a blueprint, the Harpoon Atelier. Common, heroes' attacks gain additional knockback every 12th attack. Hospital, heroes become immune for 3 seconds whenever a hero takes a debuff or is stunned. And then the Toxic Cave unlocks the Toxic Bomb spell. So we're gonna get this spell because that just seems like it will be a bit helpful. And we should also get some of these resources, because the resources are always going to be helpful. So let's work our way down a little bit, expose some new resources, and it seems like here we might have another building. So let's expose that, get down to the right here, and maybe go down one more just to see what's over here. Yeah, so there's another ruins. Let's dig, 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 and okay, we don't get anything with that last one, but that is fine. Diamond is used to construct rare buildings, or stone. We need some buildings right now, so let's just get the stone so we can make the Toxic Cave. And then that's all we can do. Our dude's getting ready to go to sleep for the night, so let's go up top. Press this arrow to go up to the surface. And here's our little alchemist. We can click on him to get to the upgrades, which we can use these runes for. And maybe this is where it says, like, the 3 things, like, these are the upgrades it has. It has a way to do poison damage, it has a way to slow him down, it has a way to do, on X attack, it does something. But without any of the upgrades, it's just like a normal, it just smacks things. So the alchemist just hurls potions at things, just from quite a range too, it's quite nice. But the first night, we don't really need to worry about anything, it just gets it done. Nice and quick. So we get back down into the mines. And I think we're just going to get to the gold, get some resources here, and continue our way down. In doing so, we've exposed another building blueprint, as well as plenty more stone, but it might be good to try to continue to get down to just explore and find things. Aha! We'll get to that in a moment. We have another blueprint. Glorious Statue. Increases the number of lanterns available each following day by 1. Wow! Okay, that is really good. So instead of 3 expeditions, we'd have a whole 4th attempt. There's the Archery Hall. unlock the spell Rain of Arrows, dealing 8 damage every second for 4 seconds, or Lava Pit doubles burn damage. I want Glorious Statue. We're gonna have to get 2 diamonds, but that is, wow, that is impressive. And then this time we're just gonna get over to the cage, get some of the runes, get a bunch of gold, and the blueprint, yet another blueprint. Hopefully something we can use this time. So let's start with the blueprint. We have the hospital again. Cursed Well, whenever an enemy takes damage from poison, 50% chance of poisoning a nearby enemy. That could be good. Whenever an enemy receives a burn, 25% chance of triggering a fiery eruption that deals 15 damage within a small area. Maybe we want the Cursed Well, because we have ways to deal poison already. So we can have the Wizard, which we can get and do burn damage, as well as a type of effect that repeats every X seconds, and then has some knockback. Or the Cursed Apostle. Ooh, I have not seen this one before. Number of consecutive attacks, we can get blank. Don't know what that is. Or poison, so we're gonna go with that. Even though we don't know what blank is. What's blank? For each active cursed building, increase base damage by 2 and base attack speed by 20%. Now, wasn't that Cursed Well that we just got as an option? Yeah, Cursed Well. Oh, so that goes really well with that. So we can't do it this time, but that is going to be quite nice. Also the poison. Whenever a basic attack hits an enemy with poison, there's a chance of causing it to spread. We already have a way for it to spread, potentially. So let's just start with the next night and get on with it. I mean, we shouldn't have too much difficulty. This should also be quite straightforward of a night. They shouldn't get too close. And they really don't. So you know what that means. Back into the mine we go. Let's get to the new building. Get to a random relic. And we need some stone. So let's get here, get that stone. Oh, there's a whole bunch of stone over here. Okay, let's see what the building is. There's the harpoon, there's the firework tent. Whenever a tally effect is triggered, fires a random rocket and applies burn, and then doubles burn. None of these are too helpful. Unlocks the spell War Call. Increases attack speed of all heroes by 100, so doubles their attack speed for 4 seconds. Periodically launches a bomb every 8 seconds. Or time stop, freeze all enemies within an area for 5 seconds. We're gonna go with the bomb, because that seems quite helpful. Let's see, oh! Increase heroes' base damage by 1, or whenever a ruin is discovered, we gain 1 rune. I think we just increase base damage. I don't see how that can go poorly. And we need a whole bunch of resources. So let's just get a whole bunch of stone, call it a day. Make a whole big blob right there. We really want diamond. Ah! Okay. So we only need to find 1 diamond to be able to use the resource that we found. This thing, the Glorious Statue, an additional lantern. So I think... Let's see, we need 7, 9, we need 16. Are we getting 3 stone tonight? We are not. Can we get 3 stone? Is there another exposed? Yeah, let's get 3 stone tonight so we can build both of those buildings. And there's another diamond over there. So we can get that next night. And let's get both of these buildings. So we got the Cursed Well. So I believe... Oh no, we need to actually get 2 more runes to have that, but I think that is what we should prioritize. But they're also, so this dude's dealing 7, this dude's dealing 8 now? Yes. Well, that is a fast dude with the bomb, but we got him. And the spells come back every night, so let's just use them just to help out. Not that we need it this night, but it is going to start getting a bit difficult on days. Well, 4, but it's like 5 and 6 are really tough, really tricky. So let's see, we definitely need to get the diamond. That is a necessity. got that. We can't build it yet because we don't have anything exposed. So let's get some more stones and then expose up here. We have a new building. The monolith. Once per battle, whenever the mine door's HP drops to 1, applies knockback to everyone. The war call spell, which is just the damage, or periodic effects trigger 2 seconds earlier. I think maybe we do the monolith, because I haven't actually won yet, which means that I keep dying beforehand. Let's build the glory statue. Does it apply for this night? No. Okay, so that's gonna be next night. That is okay. And then we need one more rune. I think we just dig down to get to it. And there's another person we can get right there. That is gonna be amazing. And let's build this monolith now as well. So we have the rune, so let's get the cursed source. We have 1 cursed building. So they're gonna be doing +1 from the mysterious fruit, and then 2 from here. So it's gonna be 10 damage and 20% faster. That should be significant. So let's see how it goes. Why am I seeing 18? What is happening? What counts as cursed buildings? That might be the question. Right? For each active cursed building, increase base damage by 2 and attack speed by 20%. Construction. I am not 100% sure, but I will not complain. I don't think they're all cursed buildings. I thought only this was a cursed building because it's the cursed well, but maybe not. Really don't know. Anywho, we'll not complain about that. We'll be very happy about it. And yeah, we have four lanterns tonight, so we can dig a whole bunch. We can get a new person. We can get a rogue or a wizard. Might be good to have the rogue because that's a really high crit chance, and we can, well, increase the crit chance, but also get the every X seconds something happens. So let's get the rogue. Expose a new ruins area, as well as getting a diamond. And then dig down to get, well, 2 more building blueprints. By going down and up right there. So let's see, what do we get? Pickaxe Museum. Increase the number of pickaxes available for expedition. That is incredible. Archery Hall. Rain of Arrow spell. Whenever a stack of poison is applied another one. Periodically triggers a strong wind from a random direction. Blows all enemies moving in the opposite direction for 3 seconds. I think maybe we get the Alchemist's Workshop. We get the additional slow. I wonder if I build the Pickaxe Museum now. Oh, I don't have enough stone for it. Let's do that then. Now we're gonna have enough stone. As well as we can get a bunch of runes, which is gonna be awesome. Build that, knock that down so we can get another ruins location. I'm really struggling to say. Runes and ruins. Is there anything I need? Probably more stone just to preemptively get some. And then we can dig down a bit over there. In the hopes of exposing the cage, but we don't get one. So let's build this Alchemist Workshop now. Okay, we have 7 runes. What buildings do we have? Blueprints and buildings. We have toxic bombs, so we have poison. We have additional poison. Periodic. Do we have anything that is per periodic? No. We have a lot of things that are based on poison. Well, maybe we get this then. On the tally of 7 attacks, unleash a Chaos Bolt, dealing 100% of the hero's base damage to all enemies in its path. Every 7 attacks, it attacks everyone in the row. That has to be what we go for. Has to be. Basic attack applies poison. Also has to be. We have so much poison stuff. Really, we're just waiting until we see the boss. Here. That Chaos Bolt thing does so much damage. I mean, this is easily the most successful attempt I've had. Normally, my other 2 attempts, they have almost broken down the door by now. And I'm just like clawing and hoping that there's going to be something the next wave that saves me. But this is not having that issue, and I will not be complaining about that, because that is wonderful. It helps, especially, I've seen the extra pickaxe every expedition, but I have not seen the extra expedition every night. Like, that is incredible. I really want to find another cage, though. Oh, speaking of. Well, that's convenient. Okay, let's see what building we can get. Ambusher grounds. When we deal critical hit, there's someone else takes an additional 40%. Cursed Glimestone. Cursed building would help for the other one. Upon construction, 2 strange Glimestones appear on the surface, periodically triggering a cursed surge, dealing 50 damage to a nearby enemy every 5 seconds. Now that sounds good. Knight or Wizard? I mean, we'll go for the Wizard, right? Get more ranged stuff. And what do I need for the Cursed Glimestone? 7 gold. I need 3 more gold. I might need to not get this chest, but that's a powerful relic. Ooh. Well, there's 1, 2, 3. Oh, no. We should be good just by doing that. Was almost blind, but not quite. So we get a relic. Status effect is applied on an enemy, it takes a damage. And when we dig a block, we have a 10% chance of destroying adjacent blocks. A status effect could be poison, I imagine. And we have a lot of ways to put poison on things. And we build this, so now our Cursed Apostle is even better. Ooh. Do we have... What do we want to put these 4 runes on is now the question. Apply Burn, periodically transform. I mean, Apply Burn is going along with the... Every time we apply a status effect, it takes an additional damage. So I think we're going to go with that. I'm curious if we even have to use the toxic bombs to help out. Because, I mean, they are getting a bit closer. Even with, like, this is a very strong run that I've had so far, but they're still getting quite close. Although this dude's stuck at the back, I won't complain about that. I don't know what that was all about. Yeah, they haven't even reached the door. Okay, well, day 7 is the last day of the playtest. So I actually might make it to the end of it. Yeah, we want to go down and just try to see new things and hope that we can get another character. We can get an... Oof. There is another cage. Yeah, I was gonna say, if we can get another character, another cage, then it seems like we might be in quite a good position. And we did just find one. Dragon Hunter or Knight? I think we do Dragon Hunter. Does more damage. It's much closer range, but if things get that close... Ooh, but actually, the additional 2 damage, but it can only attack once they're 4 tiles closer. I think the Knight might be worth it. And then we want to continue digging down, maybe? Or do we want to get some runes to upgrade people? I think we want to work on runes. Okay. We have a whole other night. Right. Or not night, expedition. I forget that we have so much that we can do. Oh, we did expose a new spot. But we don't have a building that we can place there. Because we didn't get another blueprint. Okay. So the question is, where do we put these 4 runes on? When a hero falls, the knight gains knockback. That could be nice. If someone ever does get in and starts dealing a lot of damage. Basic attack slows the enemies for a second. Or the rogue increases the crit chance by 15%, and whenever the rogue performs a critical chance, another nearby enemy is also hit. So what? That's going to put your crit chance at 40%. So 40% of the time you're dealing double damage. That is significant. Well, no, it increases the chance of doing double damage, or however much a crit is, and then also just does that to an additional enemy. That is very good. And I think we want to put the knight and the rogue as the 2 on the ends, and maybe put this cursed apostle in the middle. Because the knight and the rogue have the lowest range, so we can get sort of a melee type person on either side. Yeah, we'll wait to use the toxic bomb until they get a bit more close. A bit closer. But it's not too dire of a situation yet, although I'd start to say that it's maybe getting there, but not even really. Oh, although they did hit the rogue. But that's it. I mean, that's Night 7 survived. Oh, so in the playtest on Night 7, the dwarf army comes and saves us. Nice. Oh, I like this dude just smacking the ground. Just bonk, bonk. Nice. So that's that. I mean, that was a crazy build I had that time. The other 2 times, I struggled to find, like, enough characters. So yeah, it's in playtest. I just clicked join the playtest and it worked. So, I don't know. If you thought it was fun, check it out. I'm sure if you wishlist it, the developers will be more motivated to actually finish the game, because I think it's quite fun. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed.